For today's video, I wanted to talk about finances. So, when we're working community mental health, we worry about benefits outside of community mental health, and you know, that's I think one of the biggest reasons why people stay is because private practice, you're employing yourself and you have to pay for all of those things. Um, but I wanted to share a little bit about my path and my decision in leaving. So of course, I'll have to pay for my own medical insurance, and my plan is to go on Covered California. And I'll talk about that more on a different day, how I'm going to deal with some of those things. But when we outweigh the cost, right, of like staying, like when you are no longer like valued, and it's no longer like you're licensed, and this agency is not going to pay you what you're worth, and you're staying for benefits, that's the piece that like we have to start thinking about it differently. So yes, I had benefits at my full-time job, and now I won't have them, so I'll have to cover them. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about was like how I made the decision. So bi-weekly, my take-home pay was about $1,300 bi-weekly. So that's 2 pay periods a month, and that's how much I was taking home every month. Now, of course, I contributed to my 401k. I chose a plan, a coverage that I wanted for my teeth, for my healthcare, for my vision, because I wear glasses. So there's definitely like those things were coming out of my pocket at the cost of at the rate that the employer offers them. So once I was able to generate on my own that same income a month that they were paying me, I was able to generate that by myself, working Saturdays and like 1 or 2 clients sprinkled in during the week. Once I was able to do that, surpass that, that's when I said, if I fully dedicate myself to private practice and other things that don't pay me like very little an hour, then I'm gonna be okay. There's no way that I'm not gonna be okay, because there's just so much potential out there. So once I made what my agency was paying me and more, working 1 day compared to working 4 days for 30 hours a week. So 1 day meaning Saturdays, all Saturdays that month. That's when I decided. That's when it was a consistent. I had to definitely track my income in my private practice to make sure like that this trend was going up, and that it was I was able to maintain that amount of money. So just a little bit about finances. I wanted to share that because I did both at the same time, and it's just amazes me like how much more potential there is. Yeah, so just being transparent here about, some of that decision making. And I know some people do it, just take the plunge, and they don't wait until it's like one makes more than the other. But that was my decision, and I was able to make that. And I'm so proud of myself, and I think that so many other community mental health clinicians can do that. It definitely is possible.